This review has been approved by Lord Carnage. Welcome to Classic Game Room. I just reviewed this game on the PlayStation. It's called Qwixx Neo. Here on the Mega Drive, it's called Volfeed, or Volfied. Great packaging art. Check that out. They say don't judge a book by its cover, unless the book is the instruction manual for Volfeed. Gorgeous packaging art in this game. And it has some weird-ass music. Volfeed, released in 1991 for the Mega Drive. This is known as Ultimate Qwixx on the Sega Genesis. And it actually kind of holds its value, so if you really like the looks of this, you may want to go with Qwixx Neo on the PlayStation, which is pretty much the same game. Volfeed is basically the spiritual successor to Taito's arcade classic Qwixx, which is a really nice game where you capture a spinning bar or whatever with the light cycles from Tron. Here in Volfeed, they add a super cool sci-fi theme, a bunch of new features like power-ups, and some of the most irritating and annoying sound effects you'll ever hear. And don't blame the Sega Genesis for this one. The PlayStation version has the exact same problem. I don't know what the designers were thinking, because the music and sound effects could have been anything. I actually have a theory, so hear me out in this one. Imagine a bunch of drunk Japanese game designers running around the office, making these sounds with their mouth. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Like, that's actually really fun. Do that wherever you are right now, and then just run around and irritate your friends. That must have been their motivation for the sound design. There can't be any other reason. So what you do in this game is try to capture the big giant weirdo end boss thing by blocking off parts of the screen until you reach a certain completion percentage. In this case, it's 80%. And that was a super ballsy move right there. Probably not a bright one, but it worked. If anything touches the line that you're drawing at the time, or hits you, you explode and lose horribly. So be careful when drawing your lines. Timing and strategy is everything here. It's good to try to cut off huge chunks of the screen at once if possible, but that's tough when it's filled with enemies. If you surround those power-ups, they'll help you, but sometimes they're also filled with nothing, so don't rely on them. Rely on your mouth-made sound effects. Wow, 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 wow. Ooh, sometimes the controls can be tricky. You'll find yourself out on a peninsula and want back in. It's a lot of fun, and there's a couple difficulty settings. This is the normal mode. On easy, you only have to fill 70 or 75% of the board. Think of this one as a strategy arcade game, and aside from the sound effects, it's really good. According to eBay here, this is also available on the PC Engine and a couple other game systems. That's a big step towards winning right there. You score points by blowing up enemies and completing each round with the highest percentage possible. And I've got a Classic Game Room, a shout out and thank you to send all the way to Isamu from Ibaraki, Japan. Thank you for sending Volfeed to the show. Don't forget, this one is also out there as Qwixx Neo and Ultimate Qwixx. Highly, highly recommended.
Mark, what is this? You realize this is super annoying. Just gonna back to work. Did you have something to do? It took me hours to fix my ponytail today.